Okay, good morning, grade 9. How are you today? So, for now, we will continue our next lesson on accounting. So, today we will learn about the same topic. It's about control account, but the difference is this one is control account part 2. So, please prepare yourself. You can open your book. We will study the next chapter. Yes, and basically for this one, control account part 2, we are more likely discuss about the question, the example from your book. So here we are, control account part 2. Just remember, just a quick review, control account is the total of all debtors and suppliers that we are making. So basically, it's to be checked to find out the accuracy from the sales ledger and also for our purchase ledger, and it made by different people from the sales ledger and the purchase ledger. So to hinder some fraud that might be happen. So if the balance is agree between them, then that will be a good balance, so there will be a good transaction. And also, purchase a control account are made to make it more simplified for us to find out how much our total trade receivable and total trade payable now on. So here is the information, a quick review from the last meeting. This is book prime as source of information for the ledger. Okay. So basically, they do have like entry in the sales ledger account. The first one is bulk bidding. The side we put on debit side. So this is like list of trade receivable balance prepared at the end of the previous accounting period and previous accounting period's control account closing balance. So we put on debit side. Remember again, sales ledger control account is like the total of our trade receivable. Remember, trade receivable increase on the debit side and decrease on the credit side. That's the reason why the bulk BD we put on debit side. So the next one is sales. Sales, all the credit sales we put on debit sales in here. It's mean the total credit sales from the sales journal. We got it from the sales journal. And then cash credit. This is like total cash received from the credit customer taken from the debit side of the cash book or cash column. And then bank, it's similar also, but this one total received from credit customers taken from the side of the cash book on the bank column. So this one is from the cash column and this one is from the bank column. Sales return is total sales return we got from sales return journal on the credit side. And irrecoverable debt is total taken from the general journal. This is like the date that we are like jenis piutang yang tidak bisa tertagih. Nah, ini masuk ke dalam piutang tidak tertagih in bahasa. Okay, discount allowed you put on the credit side, total taken from the discount column on the debit side of the cash book. This honor check, the debit, we got it from the cash book also, credit side. The refund to the trade receivable is on the debit side. The source of entry is from the cash book, cash or bank column. Interest charged on the overdue account is debit side. Total cost from the journal and bulk CD we put on the credit side. Total of the list of trade receivable balance prepared at the end of current accounting period or the balancing feature of the control account prepared for the current accounting period. So basically, this is like the whole transaction that maybe can build up all of our sales ledger control account. So we just come to the example. If you see, this is like work example 1, preparation of the sales ledger control account. So in here, 2019, in here, 2019, in here, 2019, August 1st is sales ledger balance. Is the total The total for August, sales journal 20,000, return inward 2,400, discount allowed 450, and then irrecoverable debt 600, cash received from trade receivable 5,000, check received from trade receivable 10,000, cash refund to trade receivable to 25, and this another check included in the check received figure about 100. So we must find out the sales ledger balance. Okay, so this is how we make. So this is like the whole transaction that might be happen on during August. So we must put all of this transaction into the sales ledger control account. It means into the T account. So the T account, we put them all of it. So the first one, the BAL BD is on debit side, it's 5,000, and then August 31 sales, it's increased the sales ledger control account, we put on debit side 20,000, then 25, and then 100. On the credit side, we put return inward 2040, discount allowed 450, and irrecoverable debt 600, and cash 5,000, bank 10,000. So after this, after we already posting all of the transaction in here, so we kindly find the total of them, 25,125. So the distance between them, we put them as classify them as the BAL CD 6,675. So on the debit side, we put 6,675. Okay, we come to the second one. Book of prime entry as source of information for purchase ledger control account. This is for the purchase ledger control account. So if we see from our book, the BAL BD is credit, purchase is credit, cash is debit, bank is debit, purchase return debit, discount received debit, refund from trade payable credit, interest charge on overdue account credit, and the BAL CD, of course, on the debit side. Remember, BAL BD is on the credit side for the trade payable, increase on the credit side and decrease on debit side. So it's kindly like the opposite. Okay, this is like the work example. Such a sole trader prepare control account monthly. She provide the following information for the month of July 2019. So we here 1st July, purchase ledger control account balance 500. Total for July, purchase journal 25,000, purchase return journal 500, check pay to suppliers 15, discount received 300, interest charged by supplier 550, and check refund from that payable 120. So we kindly like post all of this transaction into the right posting. How to posting? Remember, for purchase ledger control account, the BAL BD is on, yes, on the credit side, we put 500. And then the purchase return, we put on debit side, bank 15,000 on debit side, discount received on the debit side. Purchase 25,000 on the credit side, interest charge 50 on the credit side. Bank refund 120 on the credit side. So we find the total of them. The bigger one is about 25,670. And the balance, the distance between this is about 9,870. So it's like 25,670 minus 515, 300, and it's about total 9,870. BAL CD on the debit side, it means BAL BD on the credit side, 9,870. It means the total trade payable of the Sasa business is about 9,870. So that's all for example 2. Is that clear? Yes, very easy and very similar to our assignment, right? Okay. Usually, the balance for our sales ledger is always on the debit side, but usually, but not always. There is some case that make the balance of our sales ledger control account or our trade receivable on the credit side. What is the condition? So that's the condition when a customer, remember, trade receivable is our customer. who normally are debtors. So basically it is a debtor, is now owe money and is a creditors. So there are some reason for that one. The first one, it might be the customer overpay a debt because the customer have a debt, but he paid more. So when he paid more, then he become a creditor. That's become the business now owe the money. So the next one is the payment of debt qualify for cash discount, but it was not deducted at the time of payment. Then the customer return goods after making payment, and the customer may have paid in advance for inventory he or she is buying. So basically, he buy inventory, but he pay at advance. Maybe he or she have too many money. Okay, so that's the reason the sales ledger control account could be become on the credit balance. Okay, for that case we do have the example for that one. Here is the example. So Dominic is a sole trader who maintain monthly control account. He provide the following information. Can you see? June 1st, sales ledger balance is debit 3,500. Sales ledger balance credit 3,000 at 300. Okay, 350. Okay, so the total for June, sales journal 15,000, written in what 800, discount allowed 300, irrecoverable debt 650, cash and check received from credit customer 16, sales ledger credit balance 150. Okay, so how we make it? Here is our sales ledger control account. This is for Dominic. Okay, Dominic, the BAL-BD is on the debit side 3,500, and then credit side BAL-BD is 350. But debit side is sales 15,000, credit side written in 800, discount allowed 300, and irrecoverable debt 650, cash 60,000. And then because this is all the equation, he already know the BAL-BD is supposed to be on the credit side. That means the BAL-CD is the same number, we put 150. Then you kindly calculate both of them, which one has the bigger number. And after that, we do find the BAL-CD is on the credit side. It means debit is bigger than the credit side, and the distance is 550. It's also saying the BAL-CD on the credit side 550, so that means the BAL-BD on the debit side 550. Okay, so the same happened also to the purchase ledger control account. Basically, purchase ledger control account is on the credit balance, but there is sometimes there could be the debit balance. Why? It's become a supplier who is normally a creditor may owe them business money and is a debtor. So there is about 4 reasons for this occurrence are. The first one is an overpayment of debt to a supplier. The payment of debt qualify for cash discount, but it was not deducted at the time of payment. The business return goods after making payment. The business has paid in advance for inventory it is buying. So there are like around four reasons for that. So okay, the next terms that we will learn is about set off or contra entry in control account. They have customers who are also the suppliers. So basically, sometimes in a business, we do have the same customer. So that customer buy inventory from us, right? But might be we need the supplier to them from them. So we buy also from them. So like one people as customer and also our supplier. So let example that the customers buy our inventory about 2,000, and then the next following month, I mean, we buy supplier to that customer about 2,000. I think it will be like wasting time if the customer must pay to 2,000 and then we pay also our debt to them. I think the simply one is just to make how much is the distance for that, and that's called as the set off. Okay, so set off may happen due to the interdependence between the business and its customer suppliers. Okay, and this is known as interledger transfers. Set off decrease the debt owed and therefore will appear on the credit side of the sales ledger control account and on the debit side of the purchase control account. Okay, we come to the example. In here, a sole trader, sorry, C might be, provide the following information. If you can see from here, July 29, bought inventory on credit from FAL. Bought, remember bought 5,000. And then July 15, sold goods on credit to FAL 4,500. So at the first time, both inventory on, so we buy. So FAL in here is as our supplier. So we owe money about 5,000. So we must pay FAL 5,000. And then on July 15, sold goods, we selling something to the FAL on credit is about 4,500. It means FAL must pay us 4,500. So instead to wait us to pay 5,000 and then FAL give back 4,500, I think it's better. What? It's better we just pay about 500, right? This is the discount. The first time is our bill, our loan is 5,000, and then if we just decrease the bill because we must, the FAL must pay back the goods, right? It's about 4,500. So instead pay 5,000, we just only pay about 500. So in accounting, it's called a setup, and this is how we make it. So here, the example 4, we do have sales ledger and sales purchase ledger. So both of them, right? So in here, the sales ledger July 15 is this increase. The trade receivable is 4,500, but on the credit side is purchase ledger 4,500. And for sales purchase ledger false, it's on the debit side. We put sales ledger 4,500 and then 500, and then the purchase July 15 is about 5,000. So basically the total is the same. So remember, here are the example 3 that we must know. Sometimes the first one is like the regular sales ledger, sales control ledger, sales ledger control account. So we post all of the account into the right entry, which is on the debit side, on the credit side, and then find out the BAL BD and BAL CD. That's how we find out how much is our sales ledger and how much is our sales purchase ledger. And then the second types of question is about sometimes for the sales ledger, usually on the debit side, but sometimes they do also have the credit side. So we must still the same process. We must pause everything the transaction according to the question and then find the BAL BD and BAL CD. So it's mean just want to tell that it's possible they do have like the credit balance. Second one is purchase ledger control account. Basically, they are like on the credit side, but there is possible the purchase purchase ledger control account could be on the debit side. So we put all of the transaction into the ledger and then find the BAL BD and BAL CD account. And the third type of question, this one is called as setup. So sometimes we do have the same customer and the same supplier. So we just add or decrease the distance between them. Okay. So a journal entry is made to record a transfer of 4,300 on 31st July as it is on one-off transaction. So basically that's all for today. Okay, I will make the bye-bye. So please do review this video and please do your assignment on time. If you do have any question, you can post in our Google Classroom. So that's all for today. Please have fun. just inside your home. Do not go outside. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. And just study, do your assignment, and also don't forget to have fun also. So see you next meeting. Bye bye. Okay.